What's up, YouTube? For tonight's video, we have the PokeScraps Hoopa, Manaphy, and Meloetta. This is quite an interesting video because it's sort of a unique event where there are a couple of things actually involved. So this video, I'll be actually redeeming multiple Pokemon and multiple items. So to start things off, you needed some actual booster packs with the codes to actually get the Pokemon in general, and they actually look somewhat like this. Now, all of these codes and stuff are redeemed. This is a one-time use code, so those ones do not work on the actual mystery gift. They actually work on a Japanese website. You input those codes and get a random Pokemon. Now, the Pokemon isn't always a Pokemon either. It can be an item or it's something along those lines, right? So I have all of the three mythical Pokemon, so I'm going to show getting them and give some information about the event as well. So obviously this one was only based in Japan, surprise, surprise, and you needed a Japanese game and DS to get this one. So this ran from December the 1st, 2017, obviously on Sun, Moon, and Ultra Sun and Moon. So at the moment I'm getting the first code, which I believe is the Hoopa. Now, as I said, as well as these three Pokemon, there's also items you get during it too, which are pretty cool. So you can just redeem, I'm just going to redeem all of these at once. So this is the Hoopa. So this is obviously for the PokeScraps event, if I didn't already say that. Japan's had a lot of PokeScraps events. I've pretty much got most of them, I'd say. So now we've got the Hoopa. So these obviously can come any nature and they're soft resettable as well. Okay, as I said, I'm just going to give a little bit more information. So this code obviously is gotten by getting 16 codes in Japan. It's called like a 16 campaign code. So you actually have to go onto the Japanese website. You get those booster packs and you'd enter the codes in there, and it would give you a chance of getting the mythical Pokemon, Manaphy, Meloetta, and Hoopa. Obviously this ran from December the 1st, and that started then, but it's actually quite difficult to get them because it's not like guaranteed everyone, so you got to keep like buying a whole bunch, so that's why it's quite tricky. So as you'll notice here that I'm entering some codes, and these are going to start to be for the items. Now I think that was the rare bone, I think, or the barn mushroom. There's a couple of items you actually get. You get nuggets, gold caps, things like that. So I'll show you some of the items that you get as well. But that's about it for the general information about this event. Obviously, it's a Japanese-only thing, so I was lucky enough to get these. I may, if I get some... The problem about this one, I have to get all of those codes just to get the three Pokemon. So it's very, very difficult to give this one out because you just have to get so many actual codes and then input them on the website and that sort of thing. Obviously, all these codes are one-time use, so when I'm putting these codes in at the moment, so you can only be used one time. And just showing some information how to go about getting them and how go about getting some of my event Pokemon too. Anyway, so I'm just inputting the code in the bottom screen. So these ones just came. I think I included codes for them at the start. If I didn't, I'll put the codes at the end of the video so you can see what it actually looks like. But as I mentioned before, it's a little bit more complicated. You buy the booster packs. Obviously, there's Japan only things, and then you go onto the site. Then you click on this campaign thing, and then you enter the numbers. Now the numbers are only 4, 8, 12, and 12 numbers, right? And it's sort of in like a scramble thing, so it's that's why you need to get so many of them for. Anyways, let's see what this one is. I think the first one was a rare bone, and I think this one was the pearl string. I'm very certain. Pearl string. My Japanese isn't too hot, but I'm pretty sure this one was the pearl string. Okay, so the good thing about getting items too on events, you can actually get them all at once when you go into Pokemon Center, which is nice. Okay, so I'm just going to keep getting I'm going to get all of these in one go so I don't have to keep going back. I may even suggest a couple of movesets for the Pokemon too. Now, this is good because this is another event that Manaphy comes in. Manaphy is not like a super popular event, which is nice too. Hoopa, I mean, most people got Hoopa, right? So that was fairly good. So all those Japanese people who haven't got this already, you should definitely do that. I know most of you guys don't have Japanese games, but I just want to show you what it actually is like, just for the people who can't get it and what these events sort of cover and stuff. Okay, so this was the Manaphy. No, you can't get it shiny either. Unfortunately, you can't get this one shiny. These ones are shiny locked. However, you can get them any nature, all of these, so you can soft reset your little heart away and get them. Now, this was on a Japanese version, but obviously I made the language English so I could Just do it a little bit easier so you guys can see what's going on too. So I'm just going to flash forward there, going through that code. Takes quite a while. Okay. But I believe you can get like 45 or something mystery gifts before you got to clean out your wonder cards, which is good. Now for Manaphy, I normally run it as a tail glow sweeper. If you want like a more competitive set, they work rather nicely. Or you could run it as like a like in the rain. Obviously, is really good. So you could put it with like Primal Koga or something like that. That would work very nicely with the hydration ability. I think I ran like a bulky like Carmine Iron Defense one or something like that. That worked fairly good. Hoopa you can run like a lot of things on. It run like a nice choice band set. It's got nice special attack. It even comes with nasty plots, so that makes things pretty nice too. Now, obviously, I'll put the appropriate information at the end too, if you want to see. There's like a little chart thing. It shows you like what each one. It's sort of like a little checklist, sort of goes along, and then it's got like the items, and then it's got like the Pokemon, sort of like a little maze. I think this is the last gift. What's this one? I think that's the balm mushrooms. So you can sell the balm mushrooms for a lot of money, which is good. It actually mentions you could get 1 million yen as well on the website, which is good. So that's the balm mushroom. And you can tell it's an item too, because it doesn't actually break out of the box like a Pokemon does. It just like, pulsates. Okay, so that's that one. I think we've got one more item to pick up. I think we got one more. One more item. Also, I am going to put a Pokemon sweep up a little bit later tonight. I just wanted to put this one up before it expired too. In case I forgot about it. Now, I do have a couple more of these codes, but I don't like have a sizable amount to probably give out to everyone. So if I can get them, I will say so, but probably not, because as I said at the start, you've got to get all those boosters, and then you've got to get like each of those cards doesn't guarantee the Pokemon. So it's very, very time consuming. I'm just going to fast forward that bit. Okay. Now this is the last. This was the this is the fourth item. Now I don't think I did the gold caps in this video. Obviously I'm not doing this live. I did the gold caps. I don't think I did it. Yeah, I didn't do it in this recording. But at the very end, you can get, I think it's 20 gold caps, which is quite good too. So that's a nice little thing. So hopefully they'll bring this one. I'm guessing if they don't bring it to the other regions, maybe they'll bring some of these other Pokemon. I'm not too sure about that. I can't really say, but it'd be nice. Like it'd be good for everyone else. Like those 20 gold caps are nice, and these Pokemon too, obviously. So there's the last Pokemon. That's a Meloetta, and just gonna go back in my game. It's just telling me that I've got like a gazillion mystery gifts to pick up, which is cool. So let's head on and grab them. So we've got 7 mystery gifts. Let's get the items first. So the good thing, as I said, about the items, you can take them one at a time, or you can take them all at once. I'm just going to grab them all at once. So this game was only like restarted like a little while ago, so I've only got like half an hour playtime or whatever on that. So I'll be able to show you easily what items. I won't have to hunt too much. I think there's just some Pokeballs in there. Okay, so we've got the Hoopa. We're just going to grab all of them. I'm not going to really go for natures this time. Like I said, I've got a couple more of them, so I may go for it on some of the other ones. And we'll be able to show you what moves they get to and what level. They all come at level 15 too. I know that one for a fact. But just if you are a Pokemon collector and you've got these, or you receive one of these, you just want to know that it's real. So we've got the Rare Burn, Pearl String, Big Mushroom, and Nugget. So there you go. You can sell those nuggets. So there's the Meloetta. And that's what that one looks like. So Timid, that could work for a special attacker. That could work rather nicely, actually. Put that into that pirouette form. So that's what the bottom looks like. Bottom screen looks like. Obviously, they've got the classic ribbon as well. So we've got the Hoopa, Shadow Ball, Nasty Pot, Psychic, Hyperspace Hole. So obviously, they've all got the same OT as well. So we've got the Tail Glow and the Manaphy already, which is good. That's a bulky one. I could run a bulky set with that. That could work. It's also got Aquaring as well. I'm just going to like cycle through these while I think of some sets. So the Manaphy could be a sweeping one, or it could be a bulky one in the rain, right? So that could work nicely with the Rain Dance Pokemon. I quite like Aquaring on Manaphy. You could run like Aquaring and Leftovers, but then again, if you got Resh, you're getting all your health back anyway. So it's probably not it's probably a little bit redundant. So you could run that in the rain, like even a physical one, or if you want to have a bit more challenge, run a physical one. If you want an easier challenge, run like a special one. You could have like Rest, Tail Glow, like Surf, Scald, whatever, and Ice Beam. That was coverage, or just put a coverage move instead of Rain Dance or whatever you want to do. You can do the it doesn't have Relic Song, but I'm sure you can get that. that could be another, that could be a special attack of that Meloetta. That runs rather nicely with Timber Nature. But anyway, people, I hope you enjoyed this one. That's how you got all the Poker Scraps, those 3 Poker Scraps event, plus some. I showed you some of the items. I think I showed you nearly all of them except the gold caps. But that's how you go about getting them. It's a little bit, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I will show some pictures after this too, but it was a very roundabout way of getting them. Hope you enjoyed this one. Video up later. Peace.